What up, y'all? Back again. Today I wanted to talk to you about how the narcissist sets you up for failure. They do a lot of things to make sure that they are always at risk for narcissist injury. So they have to avoid this. And to avoid this, they have to stay one step ahead of you to ensure that they are well accomplished and you are not. So they will always find fault. They always will belittle or make light of your accomplishments and your successes, because your accomplishments and your successes are their failures. And that's the way they look at things. And if you look at just in the beginning of the relationship, even you are dealing with an abuser. The narcissist is an abuser, and the narcissist started abusing you at day zero, at day one, because what you were seeing was just the fake reality of what they wanted you to perceive them as. That's the mask, right? That's the fake false reality when they presented themselves to you. They were marrying you back to yourself, and they were coming off as a vulnerable, individual that's coming to love you and wants to get to know you. But most assuredly, that was their false self that you were seeing. So you were being abused all the way right from the jump. And if you were being abused from the jump, there was never any love. Okay, they never loved you. They never cared for you. So you kind of want to look at this and take the rose-colored glasses off, so to speak, as they speak on in narcissism, because a lot of times we don't realize how evil sometimes people can be. And we've been dealing with this type of stuff for so long, enmeshed from our family and from our past histories, unbeknownst to us until the time of wake up. The pathological narcissist is requires several things, but they are very grandiose inside. Even if they come out vulnerable, they require large amounts of energy, and they'll do anything to get it. And they're pathological, liars and cheaters typically. So you want to test the spirit, because they will come and they will find fault in everything that you do that is a success. And they will be ways that they will find to make sure that you are marginalized, that you are given indifference, and they take your spirit and bring it down to the sunken place. They take you from your spirit, man. They pull you down into your ego, your flesh, and they will drag you down to their dimension. And that's not where we belong. That's not where we reside at. It's called the sunken place. They abandoned their true self. And so because they have abandoned their true self, they end up causing you, in the feeling of you when you end the relationship with the narcissist, you feel lost yourself. And you feel lost yourself because you were with somebody who was lost in abandonment of their true self. So they lead you down the same path as they were led by their abuser. So they just kind of reciprocate that in you. And that's why when you do get out from under them, that you have to question the narrative of, the whole time that you were with them. Because they will gaslight you so that you are not successful, and that you will question your reality and question yourself in decision makings, and cause confusion in your life. They have to stay one step ahead of you to avoid this narcissistic injury. So they will do anything to find fault in you, especially if you are doing well and successful. They do not want you to be successful, and they will bring down your successes because it makes them look like a failure if you're successful and they are not. or your successes are above their successes. They are backwards from humanity, and I always say that because they're egomaniacs, and that's why they run in cycles, because there is no fruit. Their cycles are just seeking supply, and supply runs as a love bomb, devalue, discard, hoover, and that's why there's no fruit in it, because it never grows, it never gets anywhere, and it never adjusts to a better lifestyle. And that's why these guys are pathological in and by nature. And if you question the narcissist, then you will be belittled for questioning them. And so they don't, allow you to have any kind of success with them, or when you're in the midst with them or in a relationship with them, they have to keep you down so that they can be kept up. And so they will constantly change the rules of the game and move the goalposts so that you are increasingly more worn out, tired, and misunderstood. They want you in your ego, and they want you to live like them in a prideful state, because then they can bust you to pieces. You think you met their true self when is none at all the truth, but you have met the false mask. And even though they seem vulnerable in the beginning, they are not. They are very grandiose most of the time underneath that mask. And so they cannot ascend past pride, because pride comes before the fall. So they go from shame all the way up to pride, and then they cannot ascend past the third dimension. They will hit pride, and then they will ruin everything that is good in their life, and they will go right back down to shame, and they will never get to the point of courage, which is into the fourth dimension, where they can actually get to courage. They could actually understand that they have faults and that they need to deal with themselves, but they never ever get to courage, because they're not courageous people. They are cowards, and cowards will only go to a point of pride and then fall right back down to shame. And so they will ensure that you are a failure, and they will make sure that they spend all of their energy doing it if they must. But you will never succeed if you are in a relationship or partnership with a narcissist, because they are a failure, and they will make you a failure, and it will be by any means necessary. So, like, share, subscribe. I love you all. Peace out. Stand tall every day. Until next time. Soldier up. Peace.